Hello, this is your Zodiac Oracle speaking. There are no coincidences. You are here because life wants to show you a sign. Open your heart and receive the guidance that arrives for you today. Pisces, you have not arrived here by chance. Nothing in your journey was a mistake. Not even those tears you thought were meaningless. There are forces moving through the threads of time, and one of them has brought you to this very moment. You did not choose this message. It was the universe, the moon, the water, and the stars who chose it for you. Because you, Pisces, are a soul that vibrates on the edges between visible worlds and secret ones. Not everything you feel belongs to this earth. Many of your tears are born from memories your soul remembers but your mind has forgotten. In this instant, as you read, something opens in the air. A door. A crack of light. An echo of your higher self whispering, "Awaken." Because what you are about to hear is not a simple prediction. It is a revelation. During recent moons, your energy has been in a silent war. Between shadow and light. Between what you were and what you are destined to become. There are those who have spoken of you with disguised voices, who have envied the purity of your heart, and though you have felt it, you have kept silent, because your essence does not seek revenge but understanding. Yet the universe does not remain silent before injustice. Everything that was taken from you will return multiplied. Everything denied to you will come back as abundance. Pisces, your enemies are not always outside. Sometimes they are the doubts you whisper to yourself, the guilt that binds you to the past. The tarot reveals that the Nine of Swords has surrounded your energy. Nightmares, exhaustion, thoughts that keep you awake. But at the same time, the card of the Sun begins to emerge. And when both forces appear in the same destiny, it is a sign of deep cleansing. Darkness reveals itself only when light begins to shine more brightly. Feel this in your chest. Nothing is lost. Nothing was in vain. Divine justice has awakened. There is a balance moving, an invisible scale that is slowly turning in your favor. Not because you ask in desperation, but because you deserve it. Because your tears were prayers the universe heard in silence. There is a phrase you must repeat, a decree that opens your energy each time you speak it. Everything that belongs to me finds me. Everything that was denied to me returns with blessing. Say it once in a whisper, once in your mind, and once in your soul. That is the key, the anchor that will connect you to the justice already coming toward you. In this cycle, the energy of Neptune, your mystical ruler, wraps you in visions. You are receiving messages through dreams. Do not ignore them. Each symbol, each look, each repeated number. They are not coincidences. They are fragments of a celestial language trying to guide you. Have you noticed? The clocks showing the same hour? The butterflies that appear without reason? The names that repeat again and again? None of it is random. It is the universe whispering, "Follow this path, trust." Pisces, the cards show that you have been carrying chains that are not yours. Inherited guilt, broken promises that do not belong to you. But something sacred is about to break. A dark cycle dissolves like smoke before the flame of forgiveness. Do not forgive out of weakness, but out of freedom. Because forgiveness does not absolve the one who hurt you. It frees you from the weight you were never meant to bear. Your soul is ancient. You did not come to this world to be understood by everyone, but to teach compassion even when pain touches you. But enough of sacrifices that drain your essence. The tarot indicates that judgment arrives. An awakening. The moment when everything hidden comes to light. Those who betrayed you will face truth. And you, with your head held high, will understand that the universe forgets nothing. Divine justice is not fast, but it is certain. Everything that belongs to me finds me. Everything that was denied to me returns with blessing. Repeat it. Because as you do, you open portals of energetic restitution. Now listen closely. In love, you have felt emotional tides rising and falling. An important bond is being tested. If you are alone, someone from your past still thinks of you. Their energy has not yet left, but the universe asks you not to go back. The past was a lesson, not a home. And if you are in a relationship, communication is reborn. Silences dissolve. The fire rekindles if you learn to speak from the soul, not from pride. In work, the cards show interference. An envious figure, someone who cannot bear your natural brilliance. But do not fear. The same energy they try to dim will be the one that blinds them. Because divine justice protects you. What is yours, that promotion, that recognition, that opportunity, cannot be stolen. The universe does not permit theft of destiny. Money begins to move like a river after a storm. Slowly, but inevitably. You will receive signs in the form of unexpected opportunities. A door that seemed closed will reopen, but this time with more light and less struggle. And now, write this phrase in the comments as a decree and as a way to open your energy to the change that has already begun. I accept divine transformation and claim my rebirth. Do it with faith, with intention. And if you feel that this message is speaking directly to you, because it is, then, as a gesture of gratitude to the universe for bringing you this revelation, give thanks through a small act of acknowledgement. It is not merely support. It is a symbolic act. A way of saying, I am ready to receive more signs, more abundance, more light. Because when you give thanks, the universe multiplies. Pisces, the color that will accompany you in this stage is turquoise, the symbol of soul rebirth, of the sea that guides you, and of the sky that protects you. Your lucky numbers are 3, 9, and 27, portals of expansion, intuition, and spiritual victory. Your spiritual energy, according to the astral cards, vibrates with the number 33, the number of masters, of guides who silently walk beside you. If you see this number repeat, do not doubt. It is your guides confirming that the path of light has already opened for you. Everything that belongs to me finds me. Everything that was denied to me returns with blessing. And thus ends this first part, Pisces. But what comes next will be even deeper. In the next chapter, the cards will reveal the face of the one who seeks to block your energy, the connection with your ancestral protectors, and the secret message your dreams have been trying to tell you. Prepare yourself, because what follows will not be mere reading. It will be destiny. There are moments when the universe remains silent, not because it does not hear you, but because it is watching who stays when everything seems to fall apart. You have felt betrayal in the air, the weight of a presence that disguises itself as friendship, love, or advice. Yet behind those soft words have been intentions wishing for your downfall, not your rise. The energy surrounding you has been tainted by a figure who envies your ability to heal, to shine, to create calm even when the storm drags you down. The tarot speaks clearly. The Seven of Swords appears reversed over your sign. That card is the mask, the deceit, emotional manipulation. Someone near you, Pisces, has been using your kindness as a tool to gain power. It may be at work, in love, or even within a family bond that pretends to care while draining your energy. But all of that will soon be revealed. Because where there is deception, light cannot stay hidden for long. Your sensitivity is your greatest gift and at the same time your greatest trial. You feel what others do not confess. You sense intentions before words are spoken. You have noticed glances, silences, heavy vibrations. These are not your imagination. They are the universe's warnings. The cards show a cycle of purification where truths fall like rain. And do not be surprised if people you once thought would always stand beside you begin to drift away. It is not loss, it is cleansing. The universe is removing what hinders you, even if you don't understand it yet. The distance you feel is not rejection. It is protection. What leaves you is not punishment. It is liberation. Pisces, divine justice has already set its eyes upon you. In your darkest days, when you believed no one saw your effort, your guides were watching. The higher energies took note of every act, every tear held back, every noble action you did without expecting anything in return. And that accumulated energy has matured. Now it returns to you as reward. There is a cosmic law that no one can alter. What you give, returns. And you, Pisces, gave love in times when love was not returned. You sowed kindness in barren soil. That harvest is ready. The Wheel of Fortune appears in your astral reading. It marks the beginning of a powerful energetic turn. What was stagnant begins to move. Paths blocked by envy are cleared. Unfair judgments are reversed. Everything that was manipulated is restored under the light of truth. There are broken promises that no longer hurt, yet the echo of those promises still vibrates in your body. That is why this stage is also one of spiritual cleansing. Perhaps you have felt tired, uneasy in your sleep, drawn to silence or solitude. Do not mistake it for sadness. It is your soul adjusting, preparing itself to receive the abundance that is coming. Your mission is not to fight. Your mission is to observe, recognize, and release. The most dangerous enemy is the one you manage to understand. And you, Pisces, are beginning to understand the patterns of the human soul with a clarity that frightens those who still live in the dark. Feel this. No one can harm you if your vibration stands above fear. No one can steal what is destined for you. Repeat the sacred decree, with faith, with strength, with a steady voice. Everything that belongs to me finds me. Everything that was denied to me returns with blessing. This is not just a phrase. It is an incantation. A statement that breaks the thread of invisible harm. The lunar energy above you announces the arrival of a test. Something or someone will try to provoke you, to tempt you into lowering your vibration. Do not fall. Do not respond from the ego. Respond from wisdom. Because beings of light do not fight with words but with presence. And your presence, Pisces, will soon become so powerful that it will disarm any opposing energy without your needing to act. The tarot also shows temperance. This is the sign of balance returning, of emotional mastery, of the power to remain calm while all around you loses control. You have been called to be a beacon, not a mirror. Do not imitate the darkness of those who hurt you. Illuminate even in their presence. There is something more. A karmic debt is about to close. A person from your past, perhaps love, perhaps friendship, will attempt to return to you. Not necessarily to stay, but to close the cycle. Listen, but do not surrender. Closure does not require reconciliation, only understanding. The soul heals when it understands the reason behind pain. And when that happens, something within you will shift. You will feel lightness, clarity, a peace you have not known in a long time. It will be the sign that the dark cycle has finally ended. Your intuition will be your most reliable guide. If something does not vibrate with purity, step away. If something unsettles you, do not ignore it. The mind may lie, the heart may be confused, but intuition never fails. Pisces, the universe is on your side, but it needs you to trust. Sometimes miracles do not come when you ask, but when you stop doubting. Now write in the comments, with intention, this phrase that will seal your energy. I accept divine transformation and claim my rebirth. And as you do, give thanks, not only in words but in action. If you feel this message has resonated with you, honor the universe by expressing your gratitude in your own way. In doing so, you are not merely showing appreciation. You are making an energetic pact with your destiny. It is a symbolic way of saying, I am ready to receive more signs, more paths, more abundance. The stars indicate that in the coming days you will notice synchronicities. It may be a song, a number, a repeated phrase. Do not ignore them. They are confirmations that the universe is listening. Water, your element, is washing away everything the fire of the past left behind. In your body lies the memory of pain, but also the seed of creation. You are transforming wounds into wisdom, disappointment into vision. And when the soul reaches that point, power awakens. Pisces, what comes is not a simple victory. It is the crowning of your process. Those who wished for your fall will witness your rise. Those who doubted you will witness your light. Because the universe does not forget those who sow light even in the dark. Repeat the decree once more, sealing your energy for what is to come. Everything that belongs to me finds me. Everything that was denied to me returns with blessing. Pisces, you are entering a phase where the veils between worlds grow thin, where the invisible becomes visible to those who dare to see with the heart. You have felt something watching you, guiding you, a force beyond your understanding pushing you to change direction, to leave behind what no longer vibrates, to surrender to a higher purpose. And you are not wrong. It is not your imagination. It is your soul remembering who you are. From the day you were born, your spirit was marked by Neptune, planet of visions, dreams, and hidden truths. That is why you do not walk like others do. You walk among lights others do not see, sensing vibrations others cannot understand. The universe chose you to be a channel, a bridge, an interpreter of sacred energy that travels between planes. And now, after so much silence, your gifts are awakening. The dreams you have had recently are not random. Within them are messages, symbols, warnings. A door, a mirror, a river, a recurring face. These are all part of a cosmic language. The tarot shows the cards of the moon and the Hierophant together. A combination that does not appear by chance. The moon reveals the unconscious, the mysteries, the deep intuition. The Hierophant announces the spiritual calling, the teaching, the connection with guides. This means you are being initiated. The universe is preparing you to assume the role of guide, counselor, healer, or creator. But before receiving that gift, you must release the fears that still bind you. Doubt is the greatest enemy of your power. Each time you think, "I can't," you extinguish a star within yourself. Each time you compare yourself, you close a door the universe had already opened. And each time you repeat the pain of the past, you strengthen the shadow that wishes to hold you back. It is time to break those chains. The universe asks for an act of faith, a leap without guarantees, a total surrender to the divine energy dwelling in you. Repeat the decree, with conviction, with certainty, with a firm voice. Everything that belongs to me finds me. Everything that was denied to me returns with blessing. Every word is an energetic command. Each repetition affirms before the cosmos that you are ready to receive what is yours. Your guides, Pisces, have been near. Some in human form, others in pure energy. You have felt them as presences wrapping you when you close your eyes, as thoughts that bring peace without reason, as impossible coincidences that answer your questions before you ask them. They are there, ancient spirits walking beside you since before this life. Do not fear them, do not ignore them. Speak to them. They hear you. The High Priestess card rises in your reading. She is the guardian of mysteries and represents your ancestral wisdom. You have been wise before in other lives. You have been a guide, a healer, a protector of souls. That is why in this life you feel the pain of others so deeply. Your soul remembers what it means to walk beside suffering. But this time, your mission is not to carry it, but to transform it. Many Pisces are awakening their gift of channeling, their creative power, their prophetic vision. Some will do so through art, others through words, healing, or teaching. The medium does not matter. What matters is that you use your light, Because if you do not, it stagnates and turns into sadness. The universe does not want to see you sad, Pisces. It wants to see you fulfilled. That is why in the coming days, it will send you signs. The form will be different for each person. A song you hear by chance, a phrase on a wall, a person who appears at the exact moment. Everything will be synchronized. Do not try to understand it with your mind. Feel its purpose. There is a message your guides want you to receive. Your pain was not punishment, it was training. Every disappointment was a lesson to open your perception. Every loss was a push to bring you back to yourself. The soul does not grow in comfort. It grows in chaos. And you, Pisces, have lived through enough chaos. You have learned what you needed to. Now it is time to harvest. On the earthly plane, the stars show favorable movements. If you are starting a new work path, the forces align to support you. If you are seeking recognition, it will soon arrive, though not from where you expect. If you are seeking financial clarity, an opportunity appears, but you must act quickly and decisively. In love, something changes. If you are alone, a new energy enters your field. Not necessarily a person right away, but an emotional awakening. You are healing your old wounds, and that opens space for a different kind of love. More conscious, more mature. If you are in a relationship, the bond undergoes a test. What is not rooted will collapse. What is real will grow stronger. The universe is filtering. Not to punish but to purify. Pisces, in this phase, do not ask for explanations. Ask for signs. And when they come, do not doubt. The universe does not repeat messages endlessly. It shows them once and waits for your action. Remember to write in the comments, "I accept divine transformation and claim my rebirth." That phrase is not an empty ritual. It is an energetic contract with your soul. By writing it, you seal your intention to change. And if you feel in your heart that this message has reached you precisely, because it has, then honor the connection. Perform an act of faith. Give thanks to the universe by recognizing the sign. It is a way of saying, "I am awake, I listen, I understand." When you give thanks, you open the portals of the miracle. The energy of your aura is changing. It moves from gray-blue to gold. That means expansion, rebirth, magnetism. You will notice people looking at you differently. Some will approach out of curiosity, others because they need your light. Do not confuse them. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. You are not obligated to heal everyone. Learn to set boundaries without guilt. Compassion also knows how to say, "No." Divine justice continues its course. Those who sowed darkness will reap what they planted. You will not need to do anything. Just watch the balance return. What was stolen will be restored. What was denied will multiply. What was hidden will be revealed. This is how the universe acts when it decides to intervene. The Chariot card marks your progress. Triumph no longer depends on destiny. It depends on your decision. If you believe in your power, nothing will stop you. If you fear, the energy scatters. This is the moment to affirm, "Yes, I can. Yes, I deserve. Yes, I am ready." Repeat once more your decree, sealing this third part. Everything that belongs to me finds me. Everything that was denied to me returns with blessing. Feel how the vibration expands through your body. You are a magnet for everything good the universe has reserved for you. The color that vibrates with you now is gold, symbol of spiritual royalty, inner power, and resurrection. Use this color, visualize it in meditation. It will connect you with your guides and multiply your energy. Your numbers are 7, 11, and 29. 7 represents divine wisdom, 11 the opening of the spiritual channel, and 29 the closing of old cycles. Pisces, The heavens are aligned with you. What once was confusion becomes clarity. What once hurt now frees you. What once weighed you down now fades. Do not fear. You are exactly where you must be. Pisces, the universe leans toward you. You cannot see it with your eyes, but your soul feels it. There is a change vibrating in the air, a murmur calling you to be reborn. This part of the revelation brings not warnings, but confirmations. The trials you faced were not punishments, they were gateways. And today, those gateways begin to open. Destiny watches you with the same patience the sea has for the moon. Nothing has been lost. It was all ripening in silence. For so long you believed you were standing still, but the universe was only preparing you. You have walked among shadows, among voices that told you that you could not, among closed doors. But today, Pisces, the waters part. The tarot shows the world, the final and most triumphant card of the cycle. It represents completion, reward, the recognition of a sacred process. Everything that once hurt now blooms. Everything that was darkness now becomes strength. Listen carefully. What is coming to you is not small. It is vast, immense, deserved. You are about to reap what you sowed, even during the moments when you thought the universe wasn't watching. But it was, Pisces. Every tear, every night of doubt, every act of kindness gone unnoticed, it was all counted. No effort is lost when the soul is pure. The energy of this new stage places you before abundance. Not just financial abundance, but spiritual, emotional, and creative. There is a rainfall of opportunities descending upon you, and this time you will recognize them. You will no longer accept less than you deserve. You will no longer give your energy to those who do not value it. You have learned the power of saying no, and the miracle of recognizing your own worth. Divine justice has acted. You may not have seen it coming, but it is happening. People who underestimated you are beginning to face their own reflection. Those who took advantage of your kindness will now feel the weight of emptiness, not as punishment, but as universal balance. And you, Pisces, will watch without resentment, with compassion and quiet strength. Because the universe does not need witnesses to restore equilibrium, but it lets you see it so that you may believe. Your energy shifts direction. The vibration of loss transforms into a vibration of creation. Now your thoughts become seeds. That is why you must watch what you think, watch what you say. Every word you utter in this stage has multiplying power. When you speak with faith, the universe responds with action. Repeat the decree as a seal and consecration of this phase. Everything that belongs to me finds me. Everything that was denied to me returns with blessing. The echo of these words travels beyond what is visible. Each repetition opens paths and tears down walls. In love, the rebirth is profound. If you are alone, the universe is preparing an encounter that will not be casual. Someone enters your life with the mission of reminding you what it means to love without fear. It will not be an immediate or superficial love. It will be a mirror, a union of souls that recognize each other without words. If you are in a relationship, the energy shifts in tone. Tenderness returns. Passion reignites. But above all, understanding returns. After the storm comes the understanding. There is a promise of reconciliation, but not necessarily with another person. The reconciliation will be with yourself. You will finally understand why certain things had to happen, why the universe pushed you to release what you thought you needed. And through understanding you will heal. In the material realm, your projects begin to take shape. A change or important proposal arrives as a response to your efforts. A promotion, a work opportunity, recognition, a message confirming what you've awaited. The wheel of destiny turns, and you are at its center. The time of waiting has ended. It is time to receive. Do not fear if what is new seems too good to be true. It is, but it is also just. Do not doubt the reward simply because you have grown used to the struggle. Allow yourself ease, Pisces. Not all growth requires pain. You have paid enough. Now it is your turn to enjoy. Your mind may resist, but your soul knows. The hard path is over. What lies ahead is expansion. In the spiritual realm, the stars show the energy of complete awakening. Your connection to the divine strengthens. Intuition becomes so clear that you will feel as if the universe speaks to you in real time. Pay attention to your sensations. If something vibrates high, follow that path. If something unsettles you, move away. You need no explanations. Just feel. Write in the comments this phrase that will be your seal, your declaration of rebirth. I accept divine transformation and claim my rebirth. And as you do, give thanks, not from lack but from certainty, because gratitude declares that you have already received. If this message has touched something deep within you, if you feel it was written for you, because it was, then express your gratitude to the universe in your own way. It is a pact of reciprocity. Every act of acknowledgement opens a new channel of blessing. When you give thanks, you multiply. There is a color that shines for you now. Pearly white. It symbolizes purity, beginning, and rebirth. Surround yourself with it, in your thoughts, in your vision. Imagine your life bathed in white light, as if the universe were cleansing it and preparing it for the new. The numbers of this stage are 5, 14, and 44. The 5 announces movement, change, and liberation. The 14 is balance and protection. The 44, angelic confirmation. The universe is with you, guiding every step. Your spiritual energy reaches a high frequency. You are moving from the vibration of fear to that of power. You will feel it physically. Deeper rest, clearer thoughts, more stable emotions. It is the sign that your soul has regained its center. Pisces, look back one last time. Observe your story, your wounds, your defeats. Look at them without pain, without resentment. Because all of that was the soil where your strength took root. Without those nights, you would never have learned to light your own flame. And now that you have it, nothing and no one will extinguish it. Your destiny was never to suffer. It was to awaken. And now you are. Divine justice has not only arrived but exalts you. What others tried to take becomes your triumph. What was denied becomes your abundance. Feel the difference. Before, you walked asking for signs. Now you create them. Before, you longed for love. Now you radiate it. Before, you survived. Now you are reborn. The universe bows before those who honor their purpose. And you are doing exactly that. Repeat one final time the sacred decree, the key to your transformation. Everything that belongs to me finds me. Everything that was denied to me returns with blessing. This is the seal of Piscean rebirth, the echo of your soul remembering its power. The storm has passed. What comes now is calm, expansion, love, abundance, and purpose. Pisces, the moment of closure has arrived. But it is not an ending. It is consecration. Everything you were, everything you lost, everything you cried for, now finds its meaning. It was never by chance that you reached this point. You needed to walk through the deserts of your soul to discover the fountain that lives within you. There are no more shadows to fear, because now you know that darkness exists only where you have not yet lit your own flame. The universe watches you, not as a judge, but as a witness to the rebirth it prepared for you. Your energy is no longer that of sacrifice, but of conscious power. You have gone from one who begs to one who declares, from one who doubts to one who creates. You no longer wait for miracles. You have become the miracle. The final cards open before you, the sun, the star, and the magician. A combination that rarely appears together, and when it does, It announces total victory. The sun is clarity, the revelation of truth. The star is restored hope, healing love, celestial guidance. The magician is you, Pisces, the creator, the channel, the master of your own destiny. You need no intermediaries. You can transform energy with your thoughts, attract what you imagine, heal what you touch. What comes for you now is expansion. Money begins to flow freely, work stabilizes, and opportunities appear almost magically. Connections strengthen, projects prosper. Life reorganizes itself in your favor because now you vibrate in coherence with what you desire. You no longer chase, you attract. You no longer doubt, you trust. Divine justice fulfills its cycle. Everything that wounded you, everything that took your faith, dissolves. Those who harmed you will stand before their own shadows, not as punishment, but as learning. And you, in your calm, will understand that it was never vengeance you sought, but balance. And that balance is now yours. Someone, Pisces, will begin to think of you intensely. It could be a love from the past who feels the need to close what was left unfinished, or someone new who feels your energy even before meeting you. The vibration of love is rising, not because you need it, but because you deserve it. This time it will not be pain, it will be growth. It will not be loss, but complement. If you are in a relationship, you will see how the connection deepens, how the bond becomes sincere, how the union ceases to be a struggle and becomes communion. What once was doubt will now be certainty. What once was distance will now be encounter. But beyond human love, what awakens in you is divine love. Love for life, for who you are, for what you have overcome. You will learn to see yourself with compassion, tenderness, and respect. You will stop demanding perfection, for you will understand that perfection does not exist, only evolution. And you, Pisces, have evolved. In the spiritual realm, your guides give you a promise: you will never walk alone again. From this moment on, the connection with your protectors will be undeniable. You will feel clearer signs, lights that flicker, feathers that appear, scents that arise without explanation. These are confirmations of their presence. Do not call upon them with fear. Call upon them with gratitude. They walk with you, not ahead or behind, but beside you. Repeat your decree one final time, with the certainty of one who knows it has already been fulfilled. Everything that belongs to me finds me. Everything that was denied to me returns with blessing. Feel how these words root within you, how they seal your energy. From now on, whatever you decree will manifest. Be mindful of what you ask for, because it will be granted. There is one more phrase the universe wishes you to write in the comments, not as an empty ritual, but as a spiritual pact. I accept divine transformation and claim my rebirth. Write it with the conviction of someone who has walked through fire and emerged as light. And as you do, honor this moment. Give thanks to the universe in whatever way feels right to you. In silence, with a word, with an act. It is a symbolic gesture, a recognition that opens the door to new blessings. For those who give thanks expand their destiny. Your final color is violet, the color of masters, of transmutation, of the closing of karmic cycles. Visualize it surrounding you like a cloak. It is the sign that the old dissolves and the new begins. The sacred numbers of this stage are 1, 8, and 21. The 1 represents absolute beginning. The 8, abundance and infinite balance between giving and receiving. The 21, completion of purpose, entry into a new life. Pisces, everything you have lived had a purpose, to turn you into a reflection of the divine. You have been tested, wounded, broken, but never defeated. You are water, and water adapts, flows, persists. No form can contain you when you decide to move. From today onward, the universe recognizes you as a conscious creator. What you imagine will be possible. What you dream will be attainable. What you decree will become law. You are no longer a victim of the tide. You are the one who commands it. The final card, Judgment, appears as the ultimate closure. It signifies rebirth, spiritual resurrection, divine reward. You have awakened. You have remembered who you are. You have completed the hardest part of your journey, believing in yourself when no one else did. The universe applauds you, Pisces. And in the silence of the night, when you close your eyes, you will feel that applause as a wave of peace moving through your body. That is the confirmation. You have made it. The promise is written in your destiny. You will find true love. You will achieve stability and prosperity. You will be seen, recognized, and honored. And above all, you will live in peace. The universe gave you darkness so you could learn how to ignite light. And now that you hold it, that light is not only yours, it will illuminate others. Walk with serenity, soul of water. Everything you long for is already on its way. And always remember, everything that belongs to me finds me. Everything that was denied to me returns with blessing. That is your truth. That is your pact. That is your victory. Your story does not end here. It is only beginning. Thank you for listening to the call. Thank you for believing. The universe blesses you.